Hi everyone, welcome to this new lecture of hydraulic machines. In this lecture, we'll discuss a concept regarding the priming of a pump. So in our previous lecture, we have discussed regarding the working principle, efficiency head of centrifugal pumps. And in this lecture, we'll discuss about the priming of a pump. So pump in the sense centrifugal pump we are going to discuss. So just I'll give a brief idea about the pump and the centrifugal pump. Then we'll go for the priming case. So pump actually, it is a device. It is a hydraulic machines, or it is a we can say it is a machine which converts the mechanical energy into hydraulic energy. These things already we have studied previously. We have already discussed these things in our previous lectures. So the mechanical energy is going to convert into hydraulic energy, and first initially the mechanical energy will convert to kinetic energy, then from kinetic energy to hydraulic energy. So this hydraulic energy also, that will be in terms of pressure energy actually. So this will be in terms of pressure energy. Okay, so this is the work of a pump. Okay, so basically we have seen that in our household and homes and many places this applications of pumps, centrifugal pump is there. Now we'll see what is centrifugal pump. Though already we have discussed previously, so before going to priming, just I'll give a brief idea about this, what is called centrifugal pump. So while converting this mechanical energy into pressure energy, the centrifugal force is acted on the fluid. So the centrifugal force which is acting on the fluid to flow inside the pipe. Okay, that means with the help of centrifugal force, the mechanical energy is converted to the pressure energy, and in which pump it is working, that pump is called centrifugal pump. Okay, so here I have taken the diagram of the centrifugal pump. Though this diagram already I told like in many lectures in the previously how it is working. So like this is our sump level is there. So from this sump level, with the help of this is suction pipe, and this is our impeller is there. In the impeller we have number of blades are connected. Okay, and the impeller is mounted on the shaft. This is the shaft part. Okay, and the fluid will come from here, and it will be like, it is visible like this. If you see the front view like this only. If I draw this in other views, like if you see, this is our pipe is there, and this is the sump level or reservoir of water is there, and the device, the pump is here, suppose. Okay, in the pump inside, as I told, that we have the impeller, and these are the blades, okay, which is connected to the impeller, and here inside we have the shaft, and the water which is coming through the suction pipe, that is going to strike on this impeller. Okay, and here when it is striking this impeller, that in the sense it's striking over the blade. So here when it is started rotating, so suppose it is rotating in this way, so the centrifugal force will be acted on this fluid, so that fluid will come out from this center to outside, and here after that it will go like this, water will moves through the delivery pipe to outside, and this is our delivery pipe, and this is delivery valve will be there, and this is outlet of that. So by this process, actually this is the working of the centrifugal pump. Now what is the problem with the centrifugal pump, that we need to do the priming? Actually now the concept is here, priming. So priming, actually it is the process, it is a process in the centrifugal pump. So what kind of process? Actually before starting the pump, we need to do the priming. So before starting this centrifugal pump, we need to do the priming. That means priming is the process in a centrifugal pump, okay, by which we need to feel the water in the pump. We need to feel the water in the pump. In the pump in the sense means where inside this impeller, inside this casing. Okay, so it should be filled of water. Why it should be filled of water? Because once it's completed, the running is completed of the pump, when it is in the off mode, okay, like all this water was drained out from this pump, because we cannot keep any water inside the pump for the long days. So we need to drain out the pump after it's completed. So meanwhile, what will happen? That air will be filled inside the pump. So the air is filled inside the pump. Now, when you start the pump, like as I told you that these are the blades are there, and the shaft is connected, and shaft will be connected to the motor. When you start the motor, then the shaft will start running, and though the impeller is mounted on the shaft, so this impeller also started running. So here the vacuum pressure will be created. So here that means low pressure, and here we have that atmospheric pressure will be there. So high pressure. So by that the water will be started lifting from the pump level to this one. Okay. Now, if only air, only fluid is there, that is water is there, then there is no issue. But in this impeller or in the casing, if you see, this is the casing is there. So in this casing, we have like it will be filled of air. Okay, air and some portion of water may be there, or if you totally drained out, then only air will be there. Okay, so when you start the pump, so and this centrifugal force is acting on this, so the impeller started running, but the water is not able to lift from the this storage or from the sump level, we can say. Why it is not able to lift? That means we wish to say the pump is taken air. The pump is taken air, so it is not starting. That means at that case, what we'll do? So we need to fill the water inside the casing or inside the impeller. So this pump should be filled of water. Then by the meantime, the air will be removed out. Okay, the air will be gone out. Then it will started running. So what is this principle in this, like how it is working? When you fill the water, as I told you, that water will be moved out from this pump. Now, if I consider here two, as I told you that we have two fluids are there. Okay, one is air, another one is water. Now, when this pump started running, that means when the impeller started running, okay, it will try to lift the water from the sump level. Okay, but as here you can see that air and water both are present in the casing. Okay, so this that means the force which is generated by the water is more than the force which is generated by the air, because air density, if you know, the density of air is very less. That is, we can write this is 1.2, density unit is kg per meter cube. This is the density symbol. Okay, density symbol. And the density of water, we know that approximately we used to consider as 1000. This is 1000 kg per meter cube. So though it is based on the temperature, it will vary, but there is no point of temperature here, just we will consider this one. So now, so it is very difficult for the impeller to carry out the air inside this. That means it is very light. Okay, you can see the density of this and density of this. So compared to these two density of air and water, if you see, it is 1000 times of than this one. At least 900 something times will be than this. Okay, so that means more power, more force required for this impeller to lift the water from the storage. Okay, if it is only filled of water, then with the less force, we can suck the water from the sump level. That's why the priming is must or more important before starting the pump. Okay, as I told you, the density variation is there in this, so it is very much essential to do the priming in the centrifugal pump. Okay, so as you can see that this is our center line of the pump, and the distance from here to here, it is suction head. Okay, and this is delivered up to what height we need to deliver the water. Okay, and this is our delivery valve is there, and here we will have a suction valve will be there. Okay, and at the end of this, we have a foot valve. Along with the foot valve, we have a strainer also will be there in this. Okay, the foot valve will be one way. This is one way will be there. So this is all about the priming why you should do in the pump, in the centrifugal pumps. But how we'll do the priming? So priming methods, let me write how we'll do in the priming, in the sense the priming types I can say. So actually different types of priming are there. So first one I can say one manual type is there. First one is manual priming, and second one is vacuum priming. Second one is vacuum priming. Yeah. The third one is jet priming, or we can say priming with the help of jet pump. So let's write in this way also, like priming with jet pumps. Okay, with the help of jet pump. And the last one, one more is there, like we can write priming by using separators. Okay, so these are the different types of priming methods are there. These are the different types of priming methods are there. So we'll discuss one by one. Okay, up to now I hope you understand that what is pump and what is centrifugal pump and why this priming is required. Okay, and due to this density difference, okay, it is difficult to generate force for this impeller. If you run the pump without any priming, then the pump may be damaged within few days. Okay, so now we'll discuss about only priming types, like how many methods. As I told you, these 4 methods are there. Let's see. So these are the different 4 methods are there. Okay, types of priming. The first one what I told you, manual priming. So manual priming is, see, everywhere if you see the similar diagram we have taken. Okay, the diagram is same. This is the first category. Okay, that is manual priming. In the manual priming, actually what we can insert, or we can have a place where funnel can be inserted. That means we should have a hole. See, here it is given air vent valve. That means by this valve the air will be come out from this. This air vent valve can be given here, or here we can put one small space. Through that we can put this funnel. We can insert the funnel here, and we can pour the water in this side. But already they have created a space here, the delivery pipe position, that by this funnel we can pour water. So by pouring water inside this is manual method actually. This is our manual priming. Okay, so by pouring water, so all this like up to this the water will be filled. This is the delivery pipe, so it will be filled everywhere. So all these casings and this impellers, then suction pipe, everything will be filled of water. Now when you start this pump, it will be easily started. It will be easily started without any problems. Okay, and by pouring this water, air will be moved out from this. Okay, this is the first one. Second one is what I told you. The second one is vacuum priming. This is our vacuum priming. So vacuum priming is nothing but in this priming we need to consider some external source. We need to take the help of some external component or external source. So external source or external pump, in the sense like we need to consider any kind of vacuum pumps, like here as I told you, vacuum method, vacuum priming. So we can consider a vacuum pump, or we can consider a ejector. Okay, any one components or any one part, this method we can follow. So here already we have taken a vacuum pump is connected. See, at the outlet of this only. Okay, at the outlet of this pump and in the delivery pipe itself. The same thing here also is done. So the vacuum pump again, it will be run with the help of like outside some power supply. Either you can connect a motor to this one, so that the vacuum pump will be started. And see, inside this pump, how much air is there, that will be taken out with the help of this vacuum pump. Then it will be taken out and it will be moved outside to this one. Okay, so that no air will be inside the centrifugal pump. This is second method. The third method is this one. The third method is this one. This is what, as I told you, third method is that priming with the help of jet. Okay, with the help of jet pump actually. So we can say with the help of jet. Jet in the sense, okay. Now if you see, again the same thing. Again in the after the delivery pipe. This is our delivery pipe. See. So after delivery pipe, like over a tank, suppose here the water was supplied. Okay. So from this over a tank, a pipe is connected. Okay, to the suction pipe level. Like at this, if you see suction valve also, you can say one suction valve will be connected to this pump. Okay. So the pipe will be connected at this position. Okay. So in this, what will happen? From the discharge of the delivery valve, a pipe will be connected to this one and here it is a valve is there to control the flow. Okay, because high velocity of flow will be there at this point, so we can control the flow here, and the water will be come out from this and it's going to like supply with the help of jet here. Jet in the sense there will be nozzle will be connected to make the jet flow. Okay, to make the water in the jet flow, a nozzle is connected to this one. Where it is connected? At the suction pipe. Okay, so it will be goes through this one, and total all this casing and this impeller and this up to this delivery pipe will be, or everything will be filled in that. Okay, so this jet or this nozzle is connected in such a way that, okay, at this point we have a like low pressure will be there. Okay, we have a low pressure, so that because in the sump level we know that we have high pressure of water or atmospheric pressure of water is present at the sump level. So if the pressure is low at the pump, then only the water will be started lifting from the sump level to the pump. Okay, so this is with the help of this jet. And the fourth one, the last one, what I told you, that priming with the help of separators. So in the separators, if you see here, we can see that there is a air separator is connected in this. So this is the air separator. It is very simple. Okay, again this is also in between okay, this is slightly different than the other diagrams you can see. All these diagrams are like, you can see the front view of the centrifugal pump, how you can see in the front side. Okay, and this one actually we have taken the side view of this centrifugal pump. That's why it is looking like little slightly different. Okay, so this is our delivery pipe and this is the impeller outlet, like means pump outlet is there, and here it is delivery pipe is connected. In between this, the air separator is connected here. Okay, and this is our centrifugal pump, impeller is in that, and this is the suction pipe, and this is our sump level. This is our sump level, and the water is supposed to be lifted from here. Now this air separator is given to separate the air or to remove the air from the impeller. Okay, how it is going to separate, that is point. Now here, if you see, two things are there. One air separator is connected here after the impeller, and before the impeller, like before the inlet of the impeller, a bent pipe is connected to this one. Okay, this is the bent suction pipe, you can say, because at this position this is a suction and this is the delivery. Delivery side, air separator is connected. Suction side, a bent is connected to this one. A bent pipe is connected to the suction pipe. So this bent suction pipe, okay, it will always have some water. As you can see the shape of this, it will contain always some water will be there inside this. Okay, and suppose you start the pump. Okay, suppose you start the pump, then what will happen? Impeller started rotating, and the water which is there, like suppose here also air and water both are there. Air and water both are present in this. So by that what will happen? The though very less amount of water is taken, and this is going to be transport, or this is going to be lifted through this air separator and supposed to be delivered out. But though the air is present here at this air separator, what will happen? The air will be taken out from the liquid. The total volume of fluid which taken at this position, the air will be taken out, removed, and the water which is present, again it will be fall down here. If you see the directions, air will be goes up because of the density is very less density is there. So the air will be goes out from this air separator, and the density of water is very high, so it will goes again down. So by doing some 1 or 2 times, some like repetition, so all this air will be removed from this impeller and that will be goes out through the delivery pipe. So by the meantime, this will be filled of water. There will be no air will be present inside the pump. So by this method, we can complete the priming process. Okay, so these are the 4 types of primings which are used to done in the centrifugal pump. So I hope you understand this lecture. Still, if you are having any kind of doubt and query regarding this, you can give a comment on the comment box. Thank you all.